Yeah, she's calling back. We're going to try to give her a call again, and then she just added another phone number to the 13-year-old grandson who's possibly with the daughter. Start out with this.
2412.
Veteran crisis hotline calling in, so they have a female veteran off her medication. She's over at the safe haven. Attacking 12, check that one out.
6-1 bullet, 2-1 try to get shots.
Officer still stands for talk? No. Offender in custody? Thanks. Anyone else close, might just give us up, let me know. First time by.
No green. You know what I'm saying? Tunnels, secret rooms. This poor lady driving the green car. I mean, y'all, I was talking about, even when I was there on my lives, I was talking about how I was parking next to the damn green car. Y'all saw the green car. The green car lives at Queen Road Apartments. What is so suspicious about somebody that's leaving their fucking home during a demo? For real. Did you guys see this? Yeah, we saw it. We saw it fucking live, and we saw it before the demo even fucking took place. What is going on YouTube, yo? The fuck is going on YouTube? Check out my footage. There's nothing in the way. It's from a year to the date of the crime. And you'll see the green car. Yeah, they live there. I was there for a week. I was in that parking lot for a week. I parked next to the damn car damn near every day of the week except for one day, and that's when the car wasn't there, probably because they were at work. I don't know. What's suspicious about that? What's up, Silky?
Hey.
I don't know. What the hell's going on YouTube?
Well, remember a couple of weeks ago or whenever I told you you're feisty in the mornings. You are so feisty. I already see. You've already warned me. It's going to be spicy.
It
so
is.
y'all, my audience, if you're watching, warning, CJ is on it.
I don't know what the hell's going on YouTube. Even when we were watching the demo, we did the demo live. I even had to get on earlier than I was supposed to because the demo already started. We were doing it live. While we were doing it live, we saw the fucking green car drive up, and I said during my live, "Oh, hey guys, that's that green car that I parked next to the whole time. I was there." And then all of a sudden, later on that night, somebody's come, "Did you see so-and-so's video about the green car?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's somebody that lives there." And then another day, "Did you hear about this person talking? The green car it turns into white. It's what? Huh?" I'm like, "What the fuck is going on? This is somebody that lives there. Don't bother this poor lady." And then this morning, I come across the video about this suspicious green car, and I leave a comment on the video respectfully, and I said, "Hey, I was there from this date to this date, and I went there to collect photographs and footage. The green car is not suspicious. The person lived there." I mean, that's all I put. All of a sudden, my comments deleted and the live goes to a members only. What the fuck?
Look, some people don't want to hear the truth. I mean,
What
honestly,
the fuck?
they don't.
I didn't even say nothing mean. I was just like, "Yo, I was from here to here. I went here for this, and that car lives there." I mean, what?
But you had the audacity to dispute stuff.
I was letting people understand what the realism is. We've heard of these people. We've got the Jermies. We got the fake BK calling into a show. these people's lives are affected in real fucking way. Well, I don't know. You tell me, okay? I'm going to show you some things here real quick. I don't know why, but, why not? Let's just, if I want to sit there and respectfully comment, and then, okay. We've already did it on the live. I've already did it when I did my shows on location. We talked about the green car. We talked about the green car when I went through my footage. We talked about the green car most of the time whenever I'm talking about stuff, because a lot of the times you see the green car in the footage, and I've referenced the green car because the green car always parks next to the blue car. If you look up 1122 on Google Maps, you see a damn blue car, and that's where you see the green car.
Yeah.
This is suspicious, okay? So yeah, we all noticed it, even during the live stream, because this is during the live stream. Down over to day one demo, okay? That's when it was live. I'm going to go. I even put a timestamp in the fucking comment of my own video. The green car is not suspicious. She lives at Queen Road apartment, and you just click on the timestamp and
falls apart like this.
Damn, that green car I always talked about that I parked next to, it's parking right there. Whoa! I'm sorry, what? Let me click that again. What'd you say?
Falls apart like this.
Damn, that green car I always talked about that I parked next to, it's parking right there. Holy shit, that's so suspicious. That's so fucking suspicious.
I mean, obviously that person is guilty. You cannot drive a car like that and not be guilty, right?
That is so fucking... Did anybody else notice
Falls
this?
apart like this.
Damn, that green car I always talked about that I parked next to, it's parking right there. Holy shit, did anybody else notice this? The neon green car lives there. The neon green car parked there every fucking day that I was there. And the neon green car, a lady drives it. That's not male DNA, okay? That's not male DNA. What somebody thought it was suspicious, and I don't know what is so suspicious about somebody living in Queen Road apartments, parking their car in a parking lot, and then trying to leave because they have real life. Let's be honest. The whole neighborhood didn't get the day off because there was a demo. All right, people had to go to work. People had to do stuff. You know what I mean? People just didn't get to stay home because the demo was happening.
Yeah.
What is suspicious about that? And to sit there and make suspicion out of somebody that has nothing to do with this case and has nothing to do with this crime, and potentially then them end up like a Jeremy or a BK that called in to a show, my ass. Like to end up, this is real life. These people have real lives. And if you're sitting there, I mean, let's be honest, people, Moscow is not fucking big. And it's not hard to tell what green car is parked by fucking Queen Road. If you just drive back there, you'll see the damn car. And then who says this poor lady's not going to get harassed? You know what I'm saying? You have to think below the surface. Because below the surface, before you even mention suspicious about this vehicle, you should automatically go, okay, this is a lady. What does this car really have to do with the crime? And what could happen as a cause and effect from my voice and people trusting my suspicions? It went from one video of saying, hey, did you guys see this? How suspicious it is? And then they showed a car driving by the fucking demo, and it was this green car. And then there was more people making videos about the green cars going, hey, did you guys see this video that we just saw? Which is the first one that I mentioned. Yeah, they're talking. And then there's people coming in chat. Hey, yo, did you see the green car? You guys got to watch the video. And I'm sitting there going, yo, I was talking about this green car when I was on location. What? Like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And then I wake up this morning and somebody sends me an email and says, hey, you need to check out this video. This is more stuff about the green car. And then they're referencing the other videos about the green car. So then they're talking about how suspicious the green car is. And it's like, what is going on? And that's when I finally left a comment.
She's just trying to live her life, parking at the apartments, having fun in her car. Yeah. So, and now she's got the whole internet, all the web sleuths like, oh my God,
right.
Can you imagine?
And you know the fucking nutballs out there. I mean, hell, when the case first happened and Jeremy was getting falsely accused because he was a little social awkward in front of a camera because that morning four people just got unalived right down the street from him. Of course he's going to be acting freaking weird.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the dude can't even walk nowhere without carrying a damn weapon because people are harassing him so bad because people on fucking YouTube are saying that he's suspicious as fuck. And that's what I'm saying about this lady right here. You know, you got some dude that calls into a talk show. He's had a few drinks. He called into a talk show and he was talking some crazy shit. But he kept reiterating during that conversation that the stuff that he was talking about took place 10 or 15 years ago. And the dude that's hosting the show is manipulating it like, oh, dude, you were there? That's what they were talking, like it was right then. And then made that poor guy have a freaking go through crazy depression and all sorts of shit. And it's like, this is real people's lives. Before we're going to sit here, you know, we have people, like I always say to you guys when I say, you guys don't go to mainstream media. You guys come to YouTube because you trust us. You trust us. What would fucking happen if somebody on MSM said, hey, look at this green car. It's fucking suspicious. And then all of a sudden, because it's Moscow and only under 30,000 people live there, and you got web sleuths that are going there, and they want to drive up there and see what the fuck is up with this green car. I wonder who's driving it. And they're going to stake out the fucking green car, and they're going to fucking harass the person in the green car. Exactly. And then next thing you know, the lady that had nothing to do with it, that was just going to work. Because if you've been in the area, hell, if you watched any of the videos of people driving into Queen Road Apartments, you know the only exit out of that damn parking lot right there is to go next to the demo.
You know,
there's videos of people driving through the motherfucker to show you. All the cars are parked this way. Only one car can fit through. You go around. This is how people fucking leave. I mean, it's been around for a year. There's nothing. So this poor lady, I hope and pray, because this is why I've been saying anytime somebody comes in the last few days about this, the last week about this green car, that's why I keep saying over and over, the green car, there's nothing suspicious about it. A lady is driving it. They live at Queen Road. Please stop talking about the green car. I keep saying it over and over because I would hate to see something happen to this lady. And I'm so glad I was there to get footage of this lady's car sitting there every freaking night. And I'm so glad I was there to notice that that person lived there. I'm so glad I was there one night to be parked there and watch the lady pull up next to me and park and go home to Queen Road Apartments, because if I wasn't, then who knows what would be going on right now about this green car, and who knows what would be happening to this lady.
It's terrifying, CJ. I mean, you know, we know as creators, we get all kind of threats and all kind of, whatevers, and we have to watch our backs. This woman is literally not doing anything wrong, and we know the nut jobs that are out there that could be stalking, and God forbid that something happens to her because, a few creators want to get on there and say this is suspicious. I mean, that's dangerous. Even if you think it is suspicious, you need to present facts first of all. Facts.
It's right here. Look. This is how, listen, people, this is how dark this fucking parking lot is back there where this green car parks to go home. You know how much I've talked to you guys about the person that could have sat here and creeped the fucking girls and nobody would have noticed shit? That same person could sit in the same parking lot and be creeping on the person in that green car, yo. Like, what is wrong? This is somebody else's real life.
It's for views, CJ. They don't care. They're doing stuff for
somebody else's real life.
Yeah.
This is why I'm so passionate this morning, because this poor lady, I hope nothing happens to this lady. Just like Jeremy and fake BK call.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what they went through, look it up on YouTube and you can see. It's horrible. And for anybody to have to go through that shit when they didn't do nothing wrong is reckless. This is how dark it is back there, people. Put a female in danger in a dark-ass parking lot because she was leaving to go to work one morning and there was a fucking demo. Let's be real. There's nutballs day when we are backing out of here. This is another time we see the green car. So since I'm already on this, because I wanted to show you guys how dangerous that parking lot is and was already before the crime took place at 1122, and considering how dangerous it was back then when there was lighting on the house, and how even more dangerous it is since there isn't lighting on the house, which you can see now, I think it's very important to help people understand how dangerous of a situation you could be putting this person that owns the green car in.
Exactly.
Just look at how dark it is, people. Very dangerous.
And it wouldn't bother me, CJ, if people just wanted to make videos with theories just to get clicks or whatever. You know, that would be fine if it wasn't potentially endangering an actual human, you know?
I don't know. Watch, you're going to see it.
Yeah.
See, and you don't see a half a dash in your screen either. See, look.
You got it going good.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
It's a green car.
Oh my gosh!
That's got to be suspicious, right?
Oh, completely.
Only an unaliver or somebody complicit would drive a car that color.
Oh my gosh.
Because, you know, you go under the radar so easy in a car like that.
It's crazy how many channels the green car was mentioned. Right, Aaliyah?
Green cilantris.
Good. We're good. Can we stop, doing shows about calling spirits to find out what the hell's going on with the green car and why it's suspicious? Could we stop doing this shit, please? Reason why I'm showing this, I'm showing all this stuff. This lady does not need to be harassed, just like the people that they're talking about on this video. It's so sad.
Borderline
It is.
being harassed by speculation and rumors out there.
It's so
What are
sad.
police doing about that?
Well, what we want people to know is that individuals who are being harassed in this situation, people need to be careful because some of it's happening online, some of it's happening through phone calls and in person, and people could be charged possibly in the future if
And
it
in
continues to
person.
a point where it reaches a criminal element.
Please, everybody, don't let it get to a situation where this lady in this green car that didn't have shit to do with this crime get into a situation where she has to do what Fry says when it comes to people possibly even harassing her in person. Before she even has to make the call to Mr. fucking Fry to ask him to come over there because somebody's harassing her because they're spreading rumors about her being suspicious because she was just trying to leave.
I mean, and you know, it's hard when you're on, you've got a show and you have to look down every rabbit hole and you have to at least consider things. But I think the way that you present it in a that makes the whole difference, you know, because the way that you say things can either cause harassment or kind of temper it down, especially when you say, this is, you know, this is out there, this is, you know, speculation. But I don't even see why the green car is speculation. But, you know, we get, you know, we tread that fine line all the time, CJ, about theorizing and, you know, putting stuff out there. Like, you don't want to cause harassment.
You know, the day that I fucking leave my driveway and there's a fucking street crew out there replacing some asphalt, okay? When there's a street crew replacing some asphalt, and the day that I fucking back out of my driveway real slow, okay? The day that I back out of my driveway real slow, and somebody says, son of a bitch, that CJ is so suspicious, I wonder if he stole the neighbor's hubcap.
Yeah!
What the fuck?
He's a wild criminal, you can tell.
He stole a hubcap, everybody, because he backed out real slow because there was a street crew replacing asphalt. Oh my gosh, that's what it's getting to. The green car. Oh, okay, go ahead. Yeah.
The green car is suspicious because it left the apartments and drove into the tunnel while the mountain lions were still scoping them out.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So there you go.
It is 2024. That is your fucking freeze for the day right there. Holy shit. The green car. Harsh was talking about Super Mario Brother. He was just talking about people going down in the tunnels. Damn, Silky. I never even thought. No wonder the green car is so suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
It drove into the fucking tunnel and the mountain lion saw it.
Exactly.
Whoa, now
there
who has the telepathic capability to, oh my gosh, the channel that reached out to the spirits, they must have connected to the mountain lion, which then referred them back to seeing the car go into the holy shit, Silky.
Yeah, oh my God. We solved it.
I'm going to tell you right now, you didn't even put in a super chat, Silky, but I'm going to say contribution call out for the fucking true crime community, because the contribution that you just made about the facts of what the fuck could be really taking place and how suspicious this car is. Thank you, Silky, for your contribution. The reason that I'm being so passionate about this is because I really am worried. This is why I'm making a joke out of the shit that's being said. This is why I'm being so passionate about it, is because this poor lady that is driving this damn car, this is where she parks when she goes to her safe spot.
Yeah.
That's why, people. Because I'm worried about this lady.
Mm-hmm.
Period. That is a dangerous ass parking lot in the back at night, especially to anybody that wants to creep or cause harm to this person because somebody else says that it's a suspicious vehicle. And I wouldn't feel right. That's why every time I come out, I'm saying it's nothing to do with it, please. That's why I got so passionate today and still am about it, because I just continue to think about this dark ass parking lot, and I continue to think about a nutball out there that is going to be upset thinking she had something to do with these, Yeah,
that's such a good idea, and I'm glad you're doing that, CJ.
Thank you, Echo.
Think about it, but yeah.
Thank you, Echo. Thank you, Echo, for bringing that up. There's that green card. Nothing wrong. See, they just pulled home. See, they just pulled in.
Yeah.
Like, they fucking live there, man. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at the difference without. That's what I'm saying when I show you this picture right here. There ain't no damn lights back there. And that's what you're looking at. So imagine nobody's headlights on. Imagine their headlights not on. Imagine my headlights not on. And how dark that is.
Yeah.
The whole parking lot.
Has speculation, rumors, and the conversations on social media play in the investigation.
Yeah, that has been by far the most frustrating part. And just look at social media and the rumors that fly out there.
Green
a small
car.
piece of information that has speculation added
Green
to it
car.
just takes its own life on the internet. Unfortunate part of it is the effect that it's had on the victims' families, on the college students and friends of the victims.
I gotta call them.
Some of whom have had death threats and constant harassment by various media outlets. So it's been devastating in some ways. In many ways, it just re-victimizes folks who have already suffered this terrible trauma. Tips help us do everything from clear people who maybe there was some speculation about, to further some of the theories that we're working on. So
good, sir, because I'm going to be calling your department and clearing the lady that owns that green car from any fucking speculation. Just spread the good energies, push the good energy. You see the parking lot here, you see the green car. We're all made of energy. We all transfer energy. Please transfer positive energy to this parking lot. Transfer positive energy to the lady that owns this green car. Please transfer positive energy to the Moscow PD in about 10 or 15 minutes. And pass the energy that they'll drive by a couple times each night to make sure that there's no fucking people trying to stalk this person or something,
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, that green car I always talked about that I parked next to, it's parking right there. So do me a favor. Put this shit out there. This shit needs to stop. This lady did nothing wrong, and I would hate for some harm or any kind of uncomfort to come her way because of somebody else's gain.
Police and fire dispatch.
Yes, I was calling.
I'm sorry, your phone is really muffled. Am I on speakerphone?
No.
Okay, I'm just having a hard time hearing you.
Do you want me to try and call back real quick?
Oh, that's much better for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Okay. I'm a concerned citizen from out of state, and
Okay.
this is in reference to the parking lot in the back of what used to be 1122 King Road. There's a lot of videos recently within the last week that are saying that there's speculation about this neon green vehicle that's parked in the back. And I know for a fact that the person lives there. And I just wanted to, as a concerned citizen that worries about somebody else's safety, there's a lot of crazy people out there on YouTube.
1122 King Road, they live there?
No, at the Queen Road Apartments.
Oh, okay.
There's a neon green car that's parked in the back, and there's a lot of YouTube videos, especially the last couple of days, talking about how they were suspicious because they were leaving when the demo was taking place. And I know that the person lives at Queen Road Apartments, and so I was just calling to reach out to you. Not that if anybody can do anything out of ordinary, but if anybody does drive there for a route around the area or something, just as a concerned citizen, if they wouldn't mind swinging back up there, just to make sure that everything is safe for whoever.
What's a good phone number for you?
And my name is CJ.
Okay, and do you know the people that own that vehicle? Is that how you know that they live there?
No, I don't know them personally. I just know when I spent time out there for over a week that they obviously live there.
Okay, but you don't know them.
No, I don't know the lady personally.
So I guess what makes you think that they live there? Because I'm not understanding.
Because that's where they continued to park, and were parked the whole time that I was there when I was getting my own footage and photography.
Okay, let me get you over to the office. Hang on one second.
Okay.
Moscow Police.
Yes, I was transferred to you.
Okay, how can I help you?
I was calling because I guess I should say this first. I was out in the area where 1122 King Road used to be a couple months ago, and I was there for an extended period of time. And over the last couple days, I'm just a concerned citizen from another state, and over the last couple days, I've noticed that there's people that keep talking about this green vehicle that is parked in the back lot behind 1122. And there's a lot of videos out there claiming that this car is suspicious. And I was just calling as a concerned citizen because it's pretty clear that the person that parked there lives at Queen Road Apartments. And I'm just concerned for them as another citizen because of what is being put out there about their vehicle. And so I was just calling just as I don't know, just trying to send good energy and ask if there's any way that if an officer does drive by there on a route, if they could swing back up in that parking lot, because I know from experience how dark it is up there. And I know, you know, with speculation that's being put out there about certain things, and I would hate for somebody's safety to get affected by it because people on YouTube are making videos about it.
Okay, and what's being said? Because I'm not aware. So
they're saying that it's suspicious. They're trying to say that the car looks like the white Elantra that was involved, you know, that the police were looking for and all this other stuff like that. And there's a lot of people just talking about how suspicious the vehicle is and how it looks like this other vehicle and all these other things. And I just know from my own experience for being there for the extended period of time and being there at that property in the lot that it's pretty obvious that the person that parks there lives at Queen Road because they parked in the lot. I watched them walk into their parking lot and they were always parked there every time that I was there. And so I know how, like, when speculation gets put out there on YouTube and how certain people's privacy and their safety gets affected, I don't know, just as a concerned person, I just wanted to give you guys a call and just ask is, like, you know, even if they're just driving by the area or something, because it is so dark back there, that if they could just swing up there a couple times or something just to make sure that nobody is really trying to find out what's going on with this green car and all that crazy stuff that happens.
Do you happen to have a plate number or make and
No.
model of the car?
No, it's the only neon green car that parks back there.
Okay, so it's neon green.
Yeah,
green.
it's a neon green. It's like a sparkly. I can send you a photo of it from my footage, but I didn't care to write down the plate or anything like that, or even find out, you know, any personal information or anything like that. I just know that there's all this stuff being put out there, and I know that I was there, and I just don't want. I'm trying to do what I can to, like, make sure that there's no speculation about it. But there's channels out there that are, like, putting it out there like it's suspicious and people should look into it and how it's possibly the same car that was, you know, part of the crime or whatever. And I'm just like, man, this is this lady's safety that these people are not caring about. And I just wanted to make a call.
Okay. All right. And did you want contact from an officer?
No, it's not really even getting contact. It's just trying to put good vibes out there and just kind of helping you guys, just in case, you know, hey, if they're by the area, maybe they can swing up there and just make sure that whoever lives there's safe and not having some creeper or something. That's all.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I will let them know. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye.
This is what I want to get into real quick when it comes to that vehicle, okay? It's not even a Hyundai Elantra. And this is, when it comes to this video and when it comes to the photos, this is what I was saying back then. It doesn't matter what time a vehicle shows up. It don't. It don't matter what time. Listen, because these two cars don't even match. Okay. The vehicle leaving and entering. And let me switch to those real quick. Regardless of that video, this is what I want to explain before we break it down. Okay. Because we've already discussed this a long time. We discussed this, and thank you again. We discussed this when these pictures came out. I told you guys these are two different vehicles, and this is what I want you to pay attention to, especially when it comes to the car leaving, okay? This is what I broke down before, but I'm going to give you a quick breakdown. I even told you what kind of vehicle it was. I honestly think it's a Dodge Dart that was leaving the scene of the crime. But obviously, you can see the window. It looks like an Elantra, right? But that's fine. We're not. It's the car that is leaving the scene. The car that is leaving the scene. I don't care about this car because literally it could be any car pulling up, whatever. But listen, if this car right here looked like this one, then fine. Yeah. The video of the car coming up, of course, but these are two different vehicles. And as soon as these photos came out, this is what I'm breaking down for you. These are two different back windows. These are two different back windows, and you can see it on that link. These are two different back windows, and look at this backlight right here. There's no way that an Elantra illuminates. There's no way an Elantra illuminates going from the tail light going across. That's why I'm saying Dodge Dart. Another thing you want to pay attention to, look at the front lights, okay? Now, this is the difference, okay? Look at the front lights, and this is what I broke down before. You see this car right here. The lights are shining up, straight ahead. Look at this car right here. You see this down here? This car has fog lights. The car leaving the scene of the crime has fog lights. This car don't have fog lights turned on. This one does. Plus, when you look at the texture of the vehicle, they're two different colors. When you're looking at the height of the vehicle, okay, there's an incline as you're going up this road. You see how high the vehicle is? It's already right here at the top line of this building, okay? Pay attention to this, please. The top of the road goes up on an incline. This vehicle is already at the top line of this house. So when the vehicle gets here, it's already going to be higher because of the incline of the road. So the top of this vehicle is going to go above that line. Now, when you're looking at this vehicle and it's right here, you see how far it is away from that line. This vehicle, again, has fog lights, is low to the ground, is probably that soupy muffler that you heard flying all over around Grub Truck. And then when it comes to these rear lights, this is an important photo I want you to see, because when we're looking at how it has that continuous light source, that 1112 camera ain't creating that much light reflecting back. The light on the porch is not creating that much light reflection coming from the back of a Hyundai Elantra because there's no reflectors back there. That's why Moscow PD first initially was looking for a Nissan Sentra, because when you're looking at a photo of a Nissan Sentra, you see something. This is why they were looking this up in the first place. For the first 2 weeks, Moscow PD was looking for a Sentra. Do you see how this light can create an oval at a certain angle, right? And then this chrome strip can create that light source that reflects back to the camera that looks like it's one continuous light source. Oval, continuous light source reflected from a porch light. When you're looking at the back of a Hyundai Elantra, where's that light source coming from? There is nothing on here in this license plate light. If that was the light source, you would see a blob, a little bit of light, a blob, a little bit of light. You don't. It's one continuous. It goes oval and then goes over. There is nothing on a Hyundai Elantra, whether it's the license plate bulb or this logo, is going to reflect that kind of light source on that camera. So when we go back to this photo, oval, continuous light source. It's not even a Sentra. This is what it is. So you see this Dodge Dart. You got see how you got the oval, and then you got the continuous light source way back on that camera. It's going to look like it's together, like it's a strip that's together because the light is blending in with each other. You got the fog lights down here. You got the low profile, the fog lights, the tail light. And then specifically, look at this back window. You see how it's different than a Hyundai Elantra. The Hyundai Elantra looks like a squinty eye. It goes to the corner like a squinty eye. This is more of an open triangle, okay? So when we go back to this photo, and you're looking at this photo, and it's got that squinty eye. You come back to this one. You see that open triangle? It's not the squinty eye back window. You see that? This is more of a triangle. It's not a squinty eye. It's a triangle. So when you look at this back window, number one, it's already darker. That's obvious from the get-go. It's already a darker color. But when you're looking at, you got the fog lights. You got the low profile. Remember, look at how low we are to the house line compared to the Elantra. You see what I'm saying? You got a low profile, smaller car, as in skinnier, low profile, fog lights, continuous rear light, and a square back window. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the car. Square back window, continuous rear light. You see the oval? Pay attention to this right here. You see this oval and then how it comes up. This one goes straight across. This one starts down here, comes up, and then goes over. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Oval, straight on top, curves up and over. See what I'm saying? What car do you really need to pay attention to? You can look at all these other cars coming in. They got to match. But if they don't match, you look for the car that's leaving during the crime scene. That's the one you got to look for. I got a whole bunch of videos to show you guys what these taillights look like at night. From close to far away. It's exact copy. You got to check out that link. I went through a bunch of videos. I showed you guys different sounds of different engines, different types of systems that they have on there. You guys can compare the sounds of the mufflers to the sounds of the mufflers on all this other footage. You guys can compare the footage at night and what it looks like as it's driving away at whatever distance you want. I compiled all those things together so you guys could see that it was not an Elantra, especially when you're looking at that photo, because they're not even the same car. The car leaving is not the same car. The car leaving is not an Elantra. The car leaving is lower. Fog lights, different back window, different tail lights. That's the car that I'm paying attention to, not the car that's coming in. When it comes to the vehicle that was leaving the scene, this is the video. If you go to the 2-hour, 41-minute mark of this video, this is the video where I start to break down. You'll see this. You'll see me talking, showing different parts of the vehicle. I'm zooming into the tail lights. I'm showing you the Dodge Dart. I'm even doing some of this right here. Exhaust videos. This is where I show it all. I did this because I want you guys to see. I want you guys to see the kind of light pattern that I'm seeing. And I want you to see the light pattern that I'm going to show you. It's not necessarily an oval. I'm just trying to show you how this light at the top goes straight across, and this light right here comes up and over. Room. Oh, wait a minute. There's more. Let me get the next one for you. Here's this one driving at night. Whoa, look at that tail light, right? Look at that tail light, right? Oh my gosh, just 10 feet away from me, those lights morphed together. It couldn't be that, CJ. Bullshit. See how them lights blend together? Yeah, they blend together. Let's go to another video for y'all real quick. What about this one?
All right, what's going on today, guys? So today we're going to be doing an exhaust video on my 2013 Dodge Dart and
my 2014 Dodge Dart.
So it's going to be a little bit different because I do have the stock exhaust. So you're going to see the difference between a stock exhaust versus the Summit Racing exhaust.
All right, so you want to talk about modded exhaust from Summit Racing, and this guy's got stock exhaust.
Peter has. Stock exhaust for the Dart surprisingly isn't bad for a little 4-cylinder car.
They really not like, what
they probably don't do. They probably are used to it.
Stock exhaust. Amy, that's part of his alias, so when people look him up, they don't see that he's married. Now, like I said, the reason I'm playing this is there's a 2 difference in exhaust. I'm not saying that it's not modded, but what I have to do is I have to start from the bottom. I have to start from stock, then I'm going up. But at this time, I'm not even saying I'm going to be driving next to him. What I'm going to be looking for is the vehicle being around Moscow during the year anniversary, because if this person is still out there, I guarantee they came back for the year anniversary. So other people, hey, look through all the footage in January you want. Guess what? We're looking through the footage from the year anniversary. I need you guys' help. We're doing members only because it's stuff I haven't published. I haven't even put it out there. I don't even plan on putting it out there, but I want to share it with my members. And I appreciate you guys for being a member. It really means everything. And it's what helps me get to all these locations to be able to do this boots on the ground work. And it means everything to me.
So randomly just going out cruising, we were trying to find out more places to do this video. And me and Peter impromptu kind of found this spot. Looks like we might just end up doing a drag race video. So that might happen. Are you game?
I'm game.
Let's do it. You gonna be our flag girl?
I can be. Be a great flag girl. You ready?
See those taillights? Oh, yeah.
Hey, just go like a little, like go to 60.
Can you hit 60 before that?
Let me show this picture again. Again, this is the similar model. We're going to be looking for a Dodge Dart. And we're going to be scanning everything. When we're looking at the screenshot of the vehicle leaving, profile, fog lights, continuous rear light, and a square back window. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the car. Square back window, continuous rear light. You see the oval? Pay attention to this right here. You see this oval and then how it comes up. This one goes straight across. This one starts down here, comes up, and then goes over. Let me show you another picture to show you what I'm talking about when it comes to that light. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Oval, straight on top, curves up and over. See what I'm saying? Now look at the tail light. Remember when I told you guys when it gets farther away, you see how it blends in? You see how it blends in? You see how it blends in? You see how you got the oval? You see how it curves up on the bottom and goes straight across? You see how it's straight across all the way at the top? So when you go back to this screenshot, and you're looking at the screenshot that they gave us, and you're seeing the same exact pattern, this is why I've always said since March, because March was when we found out that the car that was coming in, which looks like an Elantra, was not the car that was leaving. And if the car that comes in doesn't match the car that's leaving, who cares about the car that's coming in? Because it's about the car that's leaving. And the car that is leaving is a Dodge Dart. This is all of the proof that anybody needs anymore at this point. Now the video's
Security.
out. That's it. So again, when you're looking at this and then you're seeing this is it. Case closed. It doesn't matter about an Elantra. What matters is the Dodge Dart. Start looking for a Dodge Dart. Don't be, who cares about the Hyundai anymore? It's not about the Hyundai. It's this. And what car do you hear flying all over the grub truck? This one. Remember when we were digging deep? Yeah, the fart can. Sandy, Colorado remembers. Called it a fart can. Soupy can. Fart can. I said back then at that deep dive of grub truck in December of 2022, I said somebody was making sure they were watching these girls, and you can hear it. Now with this video that came out, I'm sorry. The Hyundai Elantra ceased to exist for sure this evening. It's crazy seeing the deck. That crime scene tape floating around with the wind. It doesn't exist anymore. It's so sad. Man, I'm loving this new music. Whoa. Hold on. What? Hey, hold on a minute. 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 Let me pull up. I need to pull up the raw video. Hold on a second. Where are we at on this? 130. Hold on a minute. I need to take a screenshot. I just have to pull up the raw video to get the clearest screenshot. We have the green car on footage. Let me see here. Hold on. All right. Let me see if this... I might have... Hold on one second. I'm going to have to take a couple. I think this is a Dart. Is it going to... Where's my screenshot, man? There we go. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm going to take a couple in case, in case one of them doesn't turn out that good. I have a couple that I'm taking. Because I need to see this. It looks like it could be a Dodge Dart right next to that house straight ahead of us. And I'm only going to have it on footage on this video just for a split second. So let me see here. The road is so bumpy. All right, so these two screenshots should be okay. We'll see if we can get anything out of it. If not, I'm going to mark down the time and the file. And then I can always go to it later if needed. All right, so let me pull up this video or this picture real quick. Let's see, because I need to zoom in on this for a second. It looks like it's possibly a Dart. Okay, where'd it go? All right, here it is. All right. Let's see here. Okay. I think it is. Screenshot. All right. That right there. So let me see here. Let me write this down. C006, and this is at hold on, let me go. This is at 1 minute and 30 seconds. All right, now let me look at this other photo here. So that is. That is. Holy fuck, there's a Dodge Dart already. Holy hell. All right, let's go back to I was gonna say, I was like, we're driving down here and I'm sitting there going, damn, that kind of looks like a freaking Dodge Dart, man. I'm telling you, I need a new prescription, but damn, this prescription still works good. Thank God. It's 1119 King Road. If you're talking about This right here. This right here. So that picture, so I pause it right there. We do the screenshot and I show you guys, because that little, I'm like, hey, wait a minute. That looks like a Dodge Dart. This address is 1119. So 1119 King Road. All right. Damn, it's too bad. We're already hour and 13 minutes in, and we already found a Dodge right there. Wow. All right, here we go. Is it blurred out on Google Maps? I don't know. Let me look it up real quick. Wow, they blurred out Sigma Chi. Are you serious? Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. They blurred out Sigma Chi. They blurred out Sigma Chi. Really? Well, we're going to see Sigma Chi in a second. See, they take you back to 2007 when you're on this road. October 2007. So this is the house right here. Okay, so look at the windows. You got the window down here in the middle, and then the windows that are going up, the door, the skinny little, you know. So you take a look at this. You see that house right there. This is that house. You can see it right there. That's the house. Now, when I show you the picture right there, see how you can see the skinny window? You got the window down here. It's 1119. Interesting. That's crazy already. Who's Dart at 1119? I can't believe I never noticed it. The second video that we go into. Look at that. That's where the garage used to be, is right here. That used to be the garage, and this is what the property looked like. What they did when they did remodel is they added the deck and all that stuff in the back and then cleared out all of this area over there. Look at that. Oh, is that your asbestos? Or is that just dry? That can't be drywall dust, dude. Because it comes from the roof usually. See how those large clumps? That's asbestos, dude. Because it's coming from the roof. Unless that's some kind of fucking insulation that just falls apart like dust. Damn, that green car I always talked about that I parked next to, it's parking right there. There's that green car. They always park next to the blue car. That's where I always park. I ended up parking next to her. Wow. Wow. Ticket number 91. Thank you, Jessica. Ticket number 56, Ghost Printer. Thank you. What's up, Pam? Ticket 59, Nevada. Thank you. The kitchen is like this now. It's twisted. It's the part that's like yeah, right there. That's the kitchen. Right underneath. That was Kaylee's room. Sorry, the parts that twisted. See how you can see inside there? That's the closet inside Kaylee's room. See that indentation right there? That's the closet inside Kaylee's room. Down here is the kitchen where it's still this way. Then the bottom left is DM's room, and the top left is the bathroom and Maddie's room. So you're looking into Kaylee's bedroom right now. Look at how cheap that is. You're not even hearing any like snapping. Wow. You're not even hearing. Where's the force of shit?
Bye.